Are you looking for a podcast?
With just 2 hosts?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh! Hello, Kelsey.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Taylor.
Welcome, our very first
Guest
host! Ding, 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 ding. Come on down. This is the lovely,
The legendary.
my girlfriend, Taylor.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy. Taylor, what brings you on the podcast today?
Robert asked me to.
Cool. Word on the street, Taylor, is that you cry a lot about Disney movies.
I cry a lot about everything, so...
Yeah, me too, man.
This is true. So, if you remember, we talked about the Disney Cry game.
The Disney
Yeah, we
cry
played
game.
that a long time ago.
I figured, what a better way to get a guest on this show than to have the most cryingest cry game player ever be on the show.
I am the reigning champ.
Yeah, you are. But first, a bit of housekeeping.
Ooh,
Kelsey,
Robert.
if you remember, I had a little delay in editing because of a secret mission that went on.
Yeah,
Would you like to tell Kelsey where we went on Saturday?
I'm gonna die. What is it?
We got a movie? Or we went to a movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, what'd you see?
What did we see?
The Lion King.
Oh my god, me too!
We
I saw it
made
on
sure
Thursday.
to see it in time with you so that we all saw it together, kind of.
Okay, good, because I wasn't sure whether or not you wanted to talk about it on this episode because we have this whole thing planned.
Here's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
The beginning of the movie.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, yeah, la, 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 right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sitting there like, oh, wow, this is just, you know, the same thing from the
Shot
beginning of the
four.
cartoon.
Shot.
And then I hear a sound coming from my left. What do you think it is?
Taylor choking back sobs.
Yes!
Me fucking too.
Nothing is happening!
Dude, that note, just that, the sunrise and the like every single time. Every
Robert
single time
just
that
turns
happens.
to me and he's like, why?
Yeah, that's exactly what you did to me.
And I'm
He's like,
like-
why are you crying?
I'm like, because it's beautiful.
It's just so pretty.
Like nothing had happened!
So beautiful. He's so cute.
My god. So, we're gonna get into this movie because it's on the list already,
Yes.
but we have seen it, and we can talk more in depth about it later. But I will say, my favorite part is the, like, super meta jokes that Timon and Pumbaa had.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like,
Timon
the
and Pumbaa
fact that they were
nuts.
so aware of their own part in this movie
I know,
from
they
the
were,
old
like-
movie.
It was fully, like, they were breaking the fifth wall. I don't even, they were, they were beyond space and time.
Like, dude, he's still singing the song. Like, can you tell him to stop?
No, he's
Yeah,
resting.
but the part when he says farted and says, are you going to stop me?
No, you disgust me.
I know. That was my single favorite part of the
I
whole
think
movie.
that was my
It was
favorite part, too.
So good. I'm getting hot and sweaty talking about this. Can I open my beverage?
Yes, I
Okay.
think we all should open our beverages.
Pop it open.
Go ahead. Ooh. Ooh.
Crispy.
Kelsey, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Bubbly sparkling water. Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse. I'm gonna guess that's an apple.
What? Yeah, you're wrong. It's a
Wrong
horse.
game.
Ah, shit.
Wrong game.
I am having a Dr. Pepper.
As per
Surprise,
usual.
surprise.
Taylor.
I got a orange vanilla Coca-Cola.
Ugh. Is that good?
Yeah, it tastes like dreamsicle, man.
See, I don't like dreamsicles.
See, I don't like dreamsicles.
To
I
me,
don't like
oranges
it.
Don't belong with a dairy product. I don't know. It
See,
should keep them
I'm
separate.
I'm the opposite though. I don't like the vanilla. That's what I don't like. I'll take if it were just orange Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I could do
yes.
an orange Coke or just a vanilla Coke. Even I love vanilla Coke.
See, I don't like regular Coke, but I like all the flavored ones.
I know.
Okay, should we talk about The Lion King right now, or should we talk about it when it comes up in the Cry game?
We'll just come about it into the Cry game, and we'll
Okay.
get into the very lazy remake later.
Yeah.
All right.
That can be another time. Because I had 2 people yell at me about spoilers in one episode because we talked John Wick so fast.
We did. I'm going to
So,
start tagging
Sorry.
in the show notes, like, when we talk about stuff, so you
Y'all
guys don't have
said
to worry about it
spoilers,
anymore.
though.
We did. Yeah.
We,
So-
we did not on the John Wick one. I won't lie. We were just like, it was so badass, and just went right into it.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
but
I
what
said
do you
spoiler
really
alert.
expect?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's John Wick. He shoots people. There's dogs.
Guns. Knives.
Hilarity ensues
Yeah.
when he flies through 20 panes of glass.
I want to know what that
Okay.
feels like.
So for the mechanics of this game, how do we get this started?
So, this is the Disney Cry game. It all came about one somber evening.
One stormy
were-
night
We were
upon a December.
we were just discussing crying at movies because we were probably watching a Disney movie,
And crying.
and then it just kind of came out that I don't cry, to which everyone else says, "Oh boy, howdy, do I cry?"
Boy, howdy.
More like Robert was probably making fun of how I cry at everything. So we then went through every single Disney movie.
That is a very possible reality because I just wanted to know the extent of the crying that could happen in these movies.
There's a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how I think the
answers
main thing
threw
works.
him off too.
Yeah, there's some weird ones. So to play this game, you go with the Walt Disney Animation Studio films. These are the ones theatrically released to theaters. They are the only ones numbered by Disney.
There is
So,
a
like,
Wikipedia
when-
list, and I will link it in the show notes.
Yes. When Tangled came out, it was a big deal because it was number 50. It was a big number movie, right? And so I was like, they're keeping track? Because I would have thought there's a lot more. And I found out that they don't count, like, your direct-to-DVD ones or, like, ones made for TV. None of those count. Only specific ones count. So this list is I believe, the current total is 57 movies.
57.
57.
We're gonna
And
bust through all of them today, listeners, so you better have time.
you better love Disney, too.
Make time. Make Disney time to cry.
Now,
Strap on your, what does he say?
What?
Your shoes,
Who?
sister, because we're
put on your church shoes,
Yeah.
sister.
because we're getting a blast off.
That was Ralph Breaks the Internet, right?
Oh, yeah,
Which
that's
is
the
number
final one
57.
on the list.
Last one on this list. So, add-ons for this game could be Pixar movies. I guess you could do the direct to, home ones or whatever, but the core of the game, the core Cards Against Humanity version of this game is
The
simply
base
this
pack.
one. Yeah, this is the base pack. There are add-ons. We can play those some other time. So, let's dive right into this lovely game.
Jump on in.
Number 1, released in 1937,
So old.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Kelsey, do
Yes.
you cry?
No.
Yeah, I do not cry.
It's a pretty simple, straightforward movie.
Yeah. Taylor?
Taylor?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I know. We both do you really not cry?
I had to think about it, but no, I don't. Snow White's kind of my least favorite princess.
It's
I love Snow White, but I
just
mean-
a good movie.
yeah.
Okay. Second on the list, Pinocchio, released in 1940. Kelsey,
Yeah, I cry.
you cry?
Yes, not out of sadness, out of sheer panic. That scene where he gets turned into a donkey and he
Oh.
goes to hell or whatever, donkey hell, where that dude takes him with the cigars and everything. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I never want to go there.
I believe they call that Happy Island.
That's the opposite of what it is.
Yeah,
Isn't that what they call it?
I think so. It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Okay,
Crappy Island.
I will also cry.
What?
out of sheer fucking terror
What?
of Monstro.
Oh my God,
is
he's scary too.
He is horrific.
Oh my God, that movie was so scary. Why? Why was it so scary?
Because Disney always had like the one scary scene, and
What was
like
wrong with them in the 1940s? Like, why do you have to bring that to animation life?
he liked scary stuff. Like there's always like one scary moment in every single one of like the early ones.
Yeah.
Taylor?
I cry when Geppetto thinks Pinocchio's dead.
Aw.
Like when the boat crashes after Monstro
after
is fighting him and stuff.
and he's like, what? Like they're all wiped up on the beach, and he's like holding him, and then the blue fairy comes
Aw.
down and turns him into a little boy, and I'm like, what?
Well, that's a nice, sweet moment, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I kind of thought you'd pick like when Jiminy Cricket gets his little like conscience
that
star
too.
or
That
whatever.
too.
Okay,
Like
cool.
the whole ending.
Okay, cool. Just like the whole ending, I cried. Now, this is one we're gonna differ on here. Number 3, Fantasia. As Kelsey knows, I have never seen it.
Which upsets me.
I
I'm
know.
going to say that if I watched this movie today, I would probably cry just because, like, I have a lot of emotional attachment to it. And
Okay.
something in classical music, I don't know, is just very moving for me personally. But I don't recall crying when I watched it as a kid.
Okay. Have you seen Fantasia?
I have. It wasn't one of my like go-to ones as a kid. But no, I don't cry in that one. It's just a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. That's where Mickey and like the wizard hat and stuff is from, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I know like that image of Mickey and never knew what it was from for like a billion years.
That's so strange to me. I thought Fantasia was like a lot of people's intro to Disney.
I had a glass, like a drinking glass that had a wizard Mickey on there.
Cute.
Very awesome. All right, now I already know the answer for Taylor on this one. But next up would be Dumbo, number 4,
Hell yeah.
1941.
Yep.
Kelsey.
I did cry. I don't remember a whole lot about this movie, but I remember like there's a sad scene where his mom is like cradling him in her trunk, and I remember being very upset about that, but I don't remember a whole lot about the movie.
Okay. I don't really remember crying in this movie, honestly. But when we saw the remake, like several times.
Really?
He's so cute, dude.
He
And they're
is.
so mean to his mama.
Mm-hmm.
Does his mom
So-
die? Spoiler
No.
alerts. Okay.
No.
No. Sorry if we're gonna spoil a movie from like 80 years ago. My bad. Wow, that's like almost 80 years ago.
Yeah, that is a long time ago.
Jesus Christ. So, I guess we don't need to ask, but do you cry in Dumbo, Taylor?
Oh, yes. Yes, very much so. The whole baby mine scene is just... I wept.
I weep inside constantly about it.
Yes. Sometimes I can just think about it and go...
You see baby mine scene?
Yeah, where it's like playing the lullaby that's Baby Mine.
Oh.
And he's like going to visit his mom while she's in jail.
I'm thinking about like a mine where they just manufacture elephant babies or something. I had a completely different picture in my mind.
No, the lullaby Baby
Okay.
Mine.
Yeah, we're not going... Okay, look. Snow White, maybe those dwarfs went to the baby mine. But this is a different one.
It's like
They
a
were
whole
born in a
no
baby
sleep
mine.
story.
Yeah, the baby mine.
That's where the dwarves were born.
God.
I can't wait for them to do that story. They're like, and now, the baby mine. And they're like, oh, how sweet. And then, no, you don't want to go
It's
down
just
there.
Screaming babies in dirt.
Don't go in there.
All right, next, number 5, we have Bambi, released in 1942. Kelsey.
Yeah, when the mom gets shot, obviously.
No, that's a negatory.
Yeah, I cry, obviously, when the mom
Obviously.
dies. And when Bambi's, like, going through the forest, and he's just like, Mother?
Oh, God.
And he's, like, crying
It
through
just
the
hurts my
snow.
soul.
Mother?
Robert, why don't you cry at this?
I really didn't like that movie growing up.
How
I
come you
mean,
don't like Bambi? You have
I've
eyes
watched
like
it
Bambi.
a few times. Whatever. I mean,
Now
I
he's
guess.
got those hoot owl eyes.
Yeah,
He's got
different.
Bambi eyes.
Different.
sorry.
I can probably count on like 2 hands how many times I've seen it total. I just wasn't ever that into it. And then I watched it again as an adult and was like, this is actually like a really good movie, but I did not cry. No, Bambi. Okay, number 6 on the list. I have a feeling none of us have seen it.
Yeah, I feel like we can bust through the next few pretty quickly.
So, number 6, 1943, is called Saludos Amigos.
Not seen it.
Nope.
Yeah, no. Number 7, 1945, is The Three Culebros. I know the image of them.
Caballero.
I know what they look like.
Caballeros.
What?
Caballeros.
Come on, you're Texan.
Yeah.
Calebaros.
Oops.
Caballeros.
I totally went all dyslexic hardcore.
Caballeros.
You went very Hank Hill, Peggy Hill.
Me amo Calaberos.
Thank you, Peggy.
So, I know the image. It's like the 3 chickens in like the sombreros. And they're like different colors. Yeah, like everybody has seen them.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone's seen this movie.
I'm pretty sure Donald Duck is one of them.
Is he?
I think so.
So, homework for us. We all need to watch this movie.
Yeah.
At some point.
And like the other 3.
So, next up, we are going to go with number 8. 1946. This one is called Make Mine Music.
Have not seen it.
No, I've looked at this list and I don't even remember the name of this movie. That's how much I don't know what this is. Taylor?
I have never seen that one, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Number 9, 1947. I think it's interesting that like these are coming out 1 year after the other. Like, he was a busy guy, Disney here. But so number 9 is Fun and Fancy Free.
Well, I love the title, but I haven't seen it.
Taylor, I'm going to go ahead and go to you.
I don't cry in that one, but it is one of my very favorites.
Really?
Yes.
She has tried to get me to watch this so many times, and I fall asleep at the end, like, every time.
Not even the end. Like, you barely get through the first story.
I've never
Really?
heard of this movie.
So it's like, what, 3 stories?
Yeah, it's 3
just
stories.
kind of pieced together?
The first story is about a bear named Bongo,
Aw.
and he's in the circus. And then he gets tired of being in the circus and, like, escapes from the train and goes into the forest, and then he finds another bear and falls in love with her, and her name is Lulubelle. And then the second story is about Mickey and Goofy and Donald, and they do the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. And
Okay, so that's where that whole thing's from. Because I know that that's like a big famous thing with Mickey, but I never knew what it was.
Yeah, I had no idea.
and then what's the cricket again?
Jiminy Cricket?
Jiminy Cricket, yeah. He's like narrating the whole time, and then at the end, after Jack and the Beanstalk story, he goes to a party, and then some like famous ventriloquist is telling a story.
Sounds like a weird movie.
It's so good.
Alright, number 10, 1948. This one is called Melody Time.
I have not seen it.
Dig in that name, though. It's Melody Time.
It's Melody Time.
But no, I've never seen it. Taylor?
I think I've seen like pieces of it, but not enough that there would be any reason for me to cry.
Okay. Number 11, 1949, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
I have not seen this, but I have a question. Is this the same, like, Toad and Frog people, or is that something entirely different?
All right, so it is different. So, like, it's like a 2-part story. The first part is Sleepy Hollow, right?
Oh.
And then it goes to this weird Mr. Toad story that I have no idea what it's about, but he's, like, super rich or something. But the Sleepy Hollow one is super dark and super scary. It's really cool.
Sleepy Hollow is always dark and scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether
But
it's
Disney did it that way.
animated or not, it's always as terrifying and scary.
Yeah. So, have you seen it?
I know of it. I have never seen it all the way through.
Okay. All right. Now, starting from here forward, I'm pretty sure I will have seen every single one.
Me as well.
Okay.
There's only a couple that I haven't seen going forward.
Okay. So, now we're getting into the ones that pretty much everybody starts knowing.
Here's
Everybody
the meat
knows
of the
these.
game.
So here we go.
Here we go.
We're going to get through them. Number 12, 1950, Cinderella.
Did not cry.
Did not cry.
Yeah, I cried.
Of course
Come
you
on,
did.
Taylor.
At, like, her making the dress or what?
When the sisters are mean to her and she, like, runs away and does the princess cry because they
Aw.
messed up her mother's dress.
So just feeling that good empathy there.
Yeah.
Princess
Okay.
cry.
Okay. Number 13, Alice in Wonderland, 1951. Kelsey.
I did not cry.
Yeah, did not cry.
No, I did not cry in this one.
All right.
Okay. One movie we have not cried in.
Da-da-da.
14, 1953, Peter Pan.
Did not cry.
Yeah, I don't think I cried.
No, me either.
I also didn't
All
really
right.
like this movie too much, so...
Peter
I didn't
Pan's
watch it a
face
lot.
weirds me out. I don't know. He's really pointy.
I love that movie.
Number 15, 1955, The Lady and the Tramp.
I actually
Kelsey?
do cry in this one when Lady
Okay.
gets that muzzle put on her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's so sad. Anytime there's like a violence against a dog, I'm just like, ugh, hurts my soul.
I remember watching it not too long ago, and I remember, like, welling up at a moment, but I can't recall what it was, so it must not have been that big. So I'm gonna have to go with a no cry.
I did cry in this one.
Okay? Where?
When, the whole thing where she's at the pound
Oh my
makes
god.
me very sad. And then
That part makes me happy, because that one sings that awesome song.
the slutty dog.
Yeah.
And then the part where they're like, it's like that storm that's going on, and then the like rats trying to break into the house, and Lady.
And you cry?
I cry because it's like intense and scary.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So just an overwhelming of emotion
And
yet again.
And then, like, when I was younger, I felt like, I don't know, I had this thing where anytime I heard a baby cry, it would instantly make me cry. I don't know.
Oh, and then, yeah, the rat's sitting there, like, trying to eat this baby's face off.
The rat's trying to eat
What?
the baby, and the baby's, like, screaming.
Yeah,
I do
so,
not
like,
remember that part.
yeah, this rat breaks into the house, and Tramp goes in there to, like, save the baby, and this rat
And-
is, like, on the crib looking at it like, I'm gonna eat
Yeah,
you.
and Tramp jumps onto the crib to get the rat, and the babysitter thinks that Tramp's trying to get the baby, but he's trying to eat the rat. And
God.
the baby's freaking out and crying, and she's like, "Oh my God, you killed the baby!"
Yeah. Okay, number 16, 1959, Sleeping Beauty.
Did not cry.
Did not cry, but I watched it when it came out on Blu-ray, and it was the first time I'd ever really seen it, and I was like, this is a bomb movie. It is so good. It's really good.
Yeah,
It is a classic.
I love that movie.
But do you cry?
No, I don't cry.
Okay.
All right.
You don't cry that they can't decide between a blue and a pink dress? It doesn't bother you?
No, that's my favorite part.
Number 17, 1961, the beginning of the Xerox era.
What?
All right.
So they used to, like, draw them by hand, right?
Oh.
Well, then the Xerox machine came out, and they started to copy drawings to make the process faster, and that's why...
And then they were like,
in
how
this
many
time,
dogs can we
it's all
fit in a
like-
single frame?
Yeah. Well, that's why the drawing looks kind of smudgy during this time period, because they
Okay.
were, like, copying them. It was weird. So, 101 Dalmatians. Kelsey.
Yes, I do cry in this one, but it's a happy cry when all the dogs come home.
Okay. Yeah, no cry.
Yes, I do cry. When everybody's all sad that the puppies got
Oh, okay.
puppy napped. And then,
Yeah,
at the end, when
the-
they come home.
The maid running out all, puppies!
Oh, yeah, it's so
Puppies!
sad.
That is kind of sad. But yeah, I'm not
Oh,
gonna cry.
no, the puppies.
They come back, it's fine. Number 18 on our list, 1963, The Sword in the Stone.
A Christmas movie.
One of my favorites.
I
Kelsey?
did not cry during this one.
Totally no cry, just love this movie.
Yeah, I didn't cry. It's one of my very favorites, though.
So, it seems like we're coming kind of into a cry slump
Cry slump.
Like, there was a time that Disney just wasn't
An
about
oxymoron.
making you cry. We're gonna go to number 19 now. 1967, the classic, The Jungle Book.
I don't cry. I rock out to this movie.
Watched it as an adult more recently and kind of got teary-eyed when they think
What?
Baloo is dead.
I don't
Like,
remember that
dude.
part.
Yeah.
Dude, they totally think Baloo is dead.
What happens to
And they-
Baloo?
He
They
fights
give him a
Shere
eulogy.
Khan, and
What?
Yeah, he fights Shere Khan, and then Shere Khan gets fire on his tail and runs away, and then Baloo's like lying on the ground, and it's all rainy and sad.
Yeah.
Bagheera
Bagheera,
gives him a
Eulogy.
eulogy.
Oh my
And
god.
at the end of the eulogy, Baloo wakes up and he's like, "Wow, that was so beautiful." And he's like, "What the fuck? You were alive?"
God,
This-
okay. Maybe I need
Yeah.
to rewatch that one.
Yeah, you do. This was also Babu's like favorite one. We watched
Aw.
it all the time, but I never cried then. It was only recently, and it's not even because of that. But I was like, yeah, dude, if like Baloo was dead, I would be fucked up.
Yeah.
And I know he's not dead. I've seen the fucking movie.
Yeah, I know. It's just so sad because everybody else is crying,
Yeah.
and it's raining, and Baloo's like laying on the ground.
And he's
all-
crying because the eulogy's so moving. Such a good movie.
Yeah, I cry at the part about Baloo, and then at the end when Baloo's all sad that Mowgli went to the village,
To the man village.
the man village.
Oh. All right, number 20, 1970. Getting into the groovy 70s here. The Aristocats. Kelsey.
Yes, I do cry in this movie. When
Of
that
course,
little
it's about cats.
yeah,
Oh.
the little like white kitten Marie when she like falls into the river and almost dies. It's so horrible.
Zero cries. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I cry about Marie too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, so you said you rock out to The Jungle Book. I rock out to The Aristocats, man.
I constantly there's like a loop in my head. It's just everybody, everybody. Just
Oh, for me, it's
Constantly.
Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley. Okay. Number 21, 1973, Robin Hood.
no cry.
Yeah, no cry. I just fucking love this movie so hard.
I cry.
You cry?
I do cry.
Why?
I cry when they like get married.
Aw.
At the end?
Yeah.
Oh. That's sweet.
Every single time I see a wedding on TV, I cry. Like, no matter what TV show it is, if it's a comedy, if it's a sad show, I'm just like, there's
Oh,
that.
but Robin Hood gets married and he's a fox, so that don't count.
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I cry when Maid Marian thinks that Robin Hood's gonna die at the tournament.
Mm.
There's a whole lot of death in Disney movies, man.
Yeah, dude, they're dark movies.
And then they're all like, and he's like, "I love you, my darling," and she's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
Robin Hood," and I'm like, ah, ah.
Like, I feel like a lot of people don't watch these movies because they're Disney. They're for children, right?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
And we've talked about a rat trying to eat a baby. A baby mine. Like, Disney has a whole thing going here, guys. You gotta check these out. 22 on our list, 1977, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So now this is like 3 different stories again, and I had these different stories on like separate VHSs, but they're all part of one movie, which is kind of weird.
You have them on different VHSs?
Yeah,
All
because
right.
this has like Blustery Day in it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had Blustery Day alone on a VHS, like from Disney though.
Well, that's
So
weird.
it's like they just cut out that story and put it on its own VHS.
Peculiar.
So, have you ever cried in a Winnie the Pooh thing, Kelsey?
I cry every time I see Winnie the Pooh. Like, I just get emotional about
He
him.
just exists.
Yes. I just want honey.
So, this one with the Blustery Day and all that stuff, I'm gonna go no.
Isn't
But
okay,
if
at
you
the
brought
very
up
end,
the
though,
Tigger movie, what,
Is the Tigger movie the one where, like, that's like the modern one?
the Tigger movie's the one where like they all dress up as Tigger because he's all alone because he's the
Oh,
only
yeah.
one.
I just get
And-
so emotional about Winnie the Pooh, man. Like,
Yeah,
especially when
Winnie
they're
the
just like
Pooh is
hanging out in the
emotional.
forest and Pooh is like tell me some of the memories we had together. Let's keep our time alive because you have to go back to school and you're gonna forget about me.
Oh my god. Guys, please don't cry right here.
I'm gonna cry.
So I'm gonna assume you cry in this one.
Yeah, I get kind of emotional in the bit when I think it's the blustery day where they give Eeyore Piglet's house and he's like, okay,
I'll have nowhere to live.
Piglet, no.
Well, you can just stay with me.
Yeah, and Pooh's like, you stay with me. And I'm like, you're so good, Pooh.
Alright, I mean, those are good reasons, but I don't think I do in this one movie. So, 23, also 1977, like 3 months after Winnie the Pooh, we get The Rescuers. Kelsey.
Yeah. This one I don't cry, but the scene where they're like in the cave and it starts to flood, that really stresses me out.
Yeah, so I had always seen part 2 and never saw part 1 until way later, and
yeah,
The Rescuers is great.
Yeah. So The Rescuers Down Under is part 2, right?
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that a minute later, because that came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
When we were, like, movie watching age. This is pre-fetal area.
Yeah. What about you?
I actually didn't see The Rescuers until I was an adult, so I don't really have any kind of emotional attachment to that movie.
But nothing in it gets to you?
Not really, no.
Not even like the little girl
I barely
sending
remember that movie, to be honest.
I think if you watched it again, when she's sending the letters in the jars trying to find someone to save her, that might make you cry.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. Number 24, we have 1981, start of the 80s, The Fox and the Hound. Kelsey.
Okay. This is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Okay.
It is... I cried, like, beginning to end in this movie. It is just sadness the whole time. There's, like, happy parts, so you, like, happy cry, and then just... It goes downhill so hard.
Yeah, it
so
does.
hard. Oh, my God. Like, talk about your fucking dark Disney movies. The fucking bear tries to eat the fox, and the dog comes to his rescue, and they fall off of a train bridge. You kidding me? And the hunter comes... And the fox is like gonna get shot, and the dog's like, "Don't shoot my friend."
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, all of it, cry.
Yeah.
You look like you have a lot of emotions going on here, so you go next.
Yeah, I mean, name a part in that movie, and I cry about
That
it. Like,
sweet
the
song they
beginning-
sing.
Yeah, the song that they sing when she, like, drops him off in the forest, and then the beginning when, like, she, like, finds him, and she's, like, taking care of him, and she's like, I'm gonna call you Todd, and it's just a little...
Jesus Christ. I mean, I do cry in this movie, but still.
And then the whole, like, Big Mama song, when she's singing
We're the
about
best of
them.
friends.
Oh, we're the best of friends.
The only part for me is when she takes him to drop him off in the forest.
Oh
like,
my God!
Fuck
Don't
that.
even
Keep that fox
speak
forever.
to me about that.
Keep that fox
We
forever,
don't
lady.
talk about that.
Yeah, I always would
sweating
fast
right now.
forward that part.
I know, me too.
Like so
I would
emotional.
fast forward.
On the verge of tears right now.
All right, number 25. In 1985, we have the badass, The Black Cauldron. Kelsey.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Okay, we were talking dark. This movie's fucking dark.
Yes, it's very dark.
It's one of the only movies that actually has blood in it.
Ooh.
The only one that has blood in it.
Is
What?
it the only one?
I think.
Yeah, I can't really think of another. Well, no. Beauty and the Beast does.
Does it?
Yeah, there's blood in that. But, like, so the kid in this gets, like, hit in the face, and, like,
Oh.
it busts his lip, and, like, there's, like,
God.
blood coming down his face while he's trying to save his pig and shit.
Oh.
That and they pour blood into the cauldron, right?
Well, no, they just throw people in it, and then, like,
Jesus.
dead bodies rise from the dead
What
to
the
become this
fuck?
guy's army. It's so good.
This was a children's movie.
Like,
God.
yeah, it was a big-time flop because kids were scared of it.
Yeah.
All
Oh, I
right.
loved it though.
So, like, my brother saw it when he was a kid, so he would have been 3 years old. 3 years old! And the dead army comes to life, and my mom said that he just, like, tucked in and was like, just, I want to finish the movie, but let me know when they're gone. So, do you cry in this movie?
No.
'Kay.
Well,
I'm crying sheer terror at the skeleton army.
yeah, probably.
I'm going to give it a yes. I do
What?
cry.
Yeah, I cry. I think I cry when they take the pig away. When they finally get the pig. And
Okay.
they fly away with her. And he's like, Henwen! And the pig's like, wee, 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 wee. And she's like doing her little cry.
Yeah, the pig doesn't talk, so it just makes pig noises.
Cries are sad, though.
So I'm gonna say yes because at the end of this movie, so the main guy meets this little
and
like
Gurgi.
yeah this guy meets this little like furry monster dude and his name is Gurgi, right? And he's a piece of shit the whole movie. Like he's always
He's so
selfish and greedy and he's always doing something bad. And at the end of the movie, everyone's gonna die. Everybody needs him. And he throws himself into the black cauldron to stop the spell to bring the things back and dies for them.
God.
And I love Gurgi, and it's so sad because they're like, don't do it. And he's like, but my friends. And then he jumps in and
Oh.
dies, man.
Oh my
it's
God.
It's so awful. But they do get him back, though. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, they give the black cauldron to these evil witches in trade for his life. So now these evil people still have the cauldron, but they get their friend back. So it ends kind of like, oh, that probably wasn't a good idea.
All right.
Yeah.
But it flopped, so we never got the rest of them.
Boo.
Gurgi, I love him. He's like a weird little talking dog thing. He's just so sweet.
Yeah. So
He's
number
a horrible,
26.
greedy thing.
You horrible, greedy thing. Number 26, in 1986, I think we're on like a bit of a thing here. 25, 85, 26, 86.
Okay.
But this is The Great Mouse Detective. Kelsey.
I have not seen this one.
I fucking love this movie, dude. It is one of my all-time favorites. I've been watching it for my whole life. It's so good, but absolute zero cry. Like, it's just good.
I didn't see this one until I was an adult too, and I only saw it because Robert loves it so much. It doesn't make me cry. It's just so good.
Dude, Kelsey. Vincent Price is the bad guy.
What?
Yeah, he
Oh my
plays
God.
Ratigan, and he sings a song in it too.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah,
I have to see
it's
it
so
now.
good. It's really, really good. So 27, we have in 1988, which I really thought this movie was newer because it came out on VHS when I was alive, and I thought it was new to that time, and it was older than that. But this is Oliver and Company, the classic dog take on Oliver Twist.
Yeah, so I cried during this movie quite a bit. Most notably when the Dobermans get fucking electrocuted on the third rail. Are you kidding me? Like, that
Let's
shouldn't
keep that
happen.
dark streak going
I
here.
was happy about that, but
It's just so upsetting.
I'm gonna give this one a no cry, Bob.
yeah, I cry in that one. What's the homeless guy's name?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but
I
he
have no
makes me
idea.
cry
I mean, it's a good movie, but nah.
because he just loves his dog so much.
He does, but he should get rid of some so he can keep money and, get out of the place that he's in.
Shut up. He can have as many as he
my
wants.
Number 28 on our list. In 1989, my first Disney movie, because I was born, The Little Mermaid.
I love this movie. I don't cry. This movie came out a month before I was
I
born.
bet you cry out of terror.
So, I'm trying to think, because I've watched it more as an adult, and I think I got more emotional about it, but I don't think I cried. But yes, I always skipped the giant Ursula scene at the end, because I fucking hate water, and it's terrifying. Just go ahead and say you cry.
Yeah,
Just do
I cry.
it.
I cry at the end when she's like getting married or whatever, and all the mer
Okay.
people come to see her, and then her dad like rises
Dude,
up and
come
she's
on,
like,
calm down.
"I love you, Daddy," and I'm like, "Daddy."
Okay, so when I watched it more as an adult, that was the scene that kind of got me. I was like, He like let his daughter go to be happy. Like, what a good
when
dad.
When he gives her legs.
That's a good one. All right, now circling back around, number 29 in 1990, we got The Rescue Was Down Under.
Down under.
Down Under. Do you cry?
No. This is the first movie that I was alive for.
Yeah. No, totally don't cry. It's just really good.
I've never seen this movie, so...
What?
Yeah, we've tried to watch it, and we've tried to watch it like maybe once, and she fell asleep the one time, and we just never went back to it.
I'd be willing to watch them, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's not that I don't want to.
It's a pretty movie.
Yeah.
That fucking giant gold eagle.
Yes.
She's so cool, man. She's so awesome. All right, number 30. The first animated movie to ever be up for Best Picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I thought that was Snow White. Didn't it win an Oscar or something?
No. Not for Best Picture.
No.
Nope, the first movie to ever go up against, like, live-action movies to be up there. Yeah.
Because it got an award, and it had, like, the big Oscar, and then it had, like, the 7 tiny little Oscars with it.
The one big Oscar, and then a bunch of tiny, tiny little Oscars.
All right, we'll figure that out later. Edit that part out.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Fine. Short commercial break. It was nominated for Best Musical Score, and it was awarded one with 1 giant one and 7 mini ones, but for musical score.
Okay, not for Best Picture.
So shut your mouth.
I said it might not have been for Best Picture, but I knew it was for something.
I did not know the Oscar thing, and that's super awesome.
That is really cute.
Okay, you're gonna make me fucking check myself, but yeah, it totally is. I already know. See, the very first, yeah, it is. I know. I know my shit.
I know my shit too.
You do. Okay, and we're back.
All right.
So, number 30, 1991, first animated movie up with the big dogs for Best Picture, Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, I cried during this. When Belle gets separated from her father, is very upsetting, and also when Beast is like dead before he's transformed and all that.
Okay.
I'm very sad.
Zero cry.
You didn't cry when she was separated from her daddy?
Zero cry.
So upsetting.
Then, when I got older and it came out on Blu-ray again and it was like kind of re-released, I was like, I'm gonna watch that again. It's been a long time.
Watch it with your big boy emotions.
Fucking cried so hard.
Yeah, you better cry.
You better cry.
Never because she got separated from her dad. I was
what
just
are you
like,
crying about?
Fuck Gaston.
You were crying about how shitty Gaston was?
I sure hate Gaston.
No, I said I don't cry when they're separated just because fuck Gaston. Like, I'm mad at that scene because he planned all that to be a little dick.
God.
No, I cry.
You're crying during the Gaston song. Like, it's like really is so
every
thick.
time he sings, I just wish I could eat eggs. It gets so big. No, I cry.
I want to get really large.
I want to be the size of a barge. I cry at pretty much the whole ending when they come to kill Beast because he's just so sad that she's gone. And that motherfucker's so mean to him. Gaston's such an asshole, and he's just like,
the worst.
I don't care, like, just go ahead. And then she shows up, and his reason to live comes back, and then he gets fucking stabbed in the back and died, and I was like, fuck this movie! Fuck it! Yeah, so that part, as an adult, got me, but as a kid, never. But now, yeah, I would totally cry. 100%. I'm just gonna say, minute 1 to minute, 93, however long it is, you just cry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Numbers.
much all the reasons that you guys listed, I cry for.
Because you also want to be as big as Gaston.
Yes. No, the part,
I mean, she does bite like
the
Gaston.
song where they're, singing about killing the beast, and Belle's like, no, he's not a monster, you're the monster! And I'm just like, yeah, they are monsters. It's just not fair.
Alright, number 31. 1992, one of my all-time favorites, Aladdin.
Okay, so
Just, okay, get ready.
Get
Hang
ready. We're going to break
Okay.
this one open.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
in the animated one, I'm going to say I don't recall crying. I remember being really stressed out with, like, the Cave of Wonders scene and when Jasmine is all trapped in the hourglass.
Okay.
The remake, I absolutely cried during that new song, the Speechless song.
That
Holy
song's
shit.
bomb.
Took my
Yeah.
fucking breath away. Like, I was
Yeah,
just
it
sitting
did.
there just like, But,
Like a regular flu test right there.
and also just, like, seeing Will Smith embody Genie and just singing Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me, it just made me real sad.
As a kid, no. And then as an adult, a bit more. Only whenever Genie gets freed. That's the only scene
Oh my
that ever
God.
makes me cry.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
now that Robin Williams is gone, I don't think I've ever watched that part since then, actually. So it already did. Now I just don't even know that I could do it.
Yeah, I cry real hard when Genie gets free. And then in the remake, I cried through the whole thing.
It's just a good movie. Fantastic movie. This one's a big one. Number 32, 1994. The Lion King.
I was born between those two movies somewhere.
Oh, so this is Taylor's first alive movie.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I was born.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way here. Just no cries, please. Yes, thank you. No cries.
I can't believe you never cried during The Lion King. Like, do you have emotions inside of you?
Not even when Mufasa dies.
Like, that is
No.
the
whole
defining
thing,
scene
like,
for our generation. Like, that is the Disney
the
scene.
most traumatizing thing to happen to the millennials.
Yeah. Like,
I was fine.
I don't. Why are you fine? He's just like, he's holding
I'm not
it.
fine.
He's like grabbing his dad's paw. And he's like, get up, and he's
Get
tugging
up.
on his ear. And like, it upsets me.
I know.
So-
And when they do the whole like pan out thing when he actually falls and they like zoom in on Simba and then they go, no! Oh my god, it like rips my heart out.
I know. And in the remake, it was equally as like disturbing for me.
Yeah, if not more, because
Yeah.
that poor little kitty.
People were like ragging on the Lion King because they said the lions couldn't emote. I saw the lion emotion.
I
in
saw
Simba's
that
eyes.
emotion when he was sad about his daddy.
Yes.
Dude, that is actually one of the things that I keep saying about it.
That the lions can't emote.
Dude, they're so deadpan, and they're like,
mean-
I'm sad now.
They couldn't express sadness as well as they could
Well,
in the
that's the
animated
thing.
versions.
There were some scenes where, like, they would have an emotion on their face. So
Yeah.
they could do it, but they chose to make them super realistic in some scenes where I think they should have just went, hey, put a little, like, emotion into the eyes.
Give them some eyebrows.
Don't let them just be lion eyes.
We need like Sharpie lion eyebrows on them.
Exactly.
Mickey, Mickey, Mickey.
When it got re-released in theaters, I went to see it. I think when it came out in 3D, and I felt like a little more emotion. But to me, the only part that really got me was more like when he gets in trouble for going to the graveyard, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Yo,
You
bitch,
deliberately
you could have
disobeyed me."
died." And then let's
That's
play.
how it went.
And then they like play and have fun. That
Yeah.
part's super cute.
It is really cute. That movie fucks with your emotions so hard because it'll go from like desperately sad scene to like super happy cute scene to like horribly upsetting scene. It's a wild swing of emotions. You know what I didn't like about the remake? I have one bone to pick with it.
Okay.
They fucked up my favorite song, Be Prepared.
Yes!
What was that?
Yes, same.
We said the same thing.
Same.
I was so mad. I thought that his little like stupid chant or whatever he was doing was going to be like, you know, they're leading up to a song and then they just
Yeah.
like
They did
zoom
one
out.
little, like, tiny verse, half-assed verse, and then he goes, "Be prepared," and then that's it.
Yeah, I was like, really?
They
Like you couldn't.
They like did a verse
even the,
and then like hit the ending like they built to it,
Yeah,
and you're like, wait, what?
I was upset
None
about that.
of the fog and the green lights and
I wanted,
Yeah.
none of that.
I was
wanted
waiting
all of
for
it.
the green.
but the ending when they're like fighting,
Yes.
that was really good.
Oh, that's really funny because I was watching it and I like turned to Taylor, and I was just about to ask, "Hey, do you think they're gonna like slow down the punches?" And then they go,
Oh yeah,
"Poof," and I go, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, I loved the fight scenes. It was incredible. Lion fighting.
All right, number 33, probably one of my least favorite Disney movies. 1995,
Go home.
Pocahontas.
I did not cry.
I never got behind this movie.
I mean, I like it. I enjoyed it
I
as
thought
a
it was
movie.
boring.
I love the paint with all the colors in the wind song. It's delightful, but I don't cry.
I'm going to give it a no cry.
Yes, I cry. This
God.
movie makes me so emotional. The whole Savage's song scene part, and then when she like runs to him and she like throws her body.
Don't rock him!
No!
Don't spear me!
Yeah, that part gets me, and then the part at the very end where she's like standing on the rock watching the boat go in, she does like the whole Wingapa wave, and I'm just like,
Wow, you really know this
can't
movie.
they just be together?
I was like, wing guacamole, what?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wingapo, you uncultured swine.
Number 34, 1996, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, the whole ending where they're like falling off the balcony and huge fight scenes, very stressful, and then Quasimodo like comes to grips with not being able to have Esmeralda in his heart as love, and then he has to give his blessing away, and then they're like, why don't you go out and live in society? And then society accepts him.
As a kid, no, I was more just like, there's lava at the end of that movie. But it has always been one of my favorites, and the music in this movie really gets me. Like, the whole opening song makes me emotional, but I will say yes to a cry, and the cry will be not the end when he, like, gives her away, but when she brings the night dude up to be, like, cured or whatever, and he, like, reprises that song that he'll never know, that loving glow, and he rips that card in half, the Ace of Hearts.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that it's not going to happen, that makes me super sad. I'm like, I love you, you hunchback shit. You're so beautiful.
I actually didn't grow up watching this one. I didn't watch it until I was an adult. But the beginning makes me cry because...
Like the mom and the baby thing?
Yeah, the mom and the baby thing, and he's like kills her and stuff, and then the part that you said about the Ace of Hearts and all that.
That's a really good one. All right, number 35, 1997, your boy Hercules. Hercules.
I know this is like your favorite. I love it a lot.
My favorite. Yeah.
We discussed this one pretty fully a couple episodes ago, so yeah,
we did.
I do cry when Meg gets crushed and when Hercules can't live without her.
I cry when Meg gets crushed and when he's like, I love you, let me stay with you forever. And when Phil gets his stars.
Yeah, I cry when Meg gets crushed and dies in her little, like, I don't know, just see, like, the light lever.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sad.
That movie's bomb.
And then when Hercules gets to go to
Olympus
and then he's like, no, I want to be with Meg. And they're so in love.
She's even, like, walking away and, like, what?
Yeah. She's like, what? Me? You love me?
All right, number 36, 1998, Mulan.
Yes, I cried a lot because
Mulan.
when you the whole scene where she's like the whole scene where she's just like coming to grips with who she is, and she's like staring into her reflection and singing about not knowing who she is and all that.
Okay.
And then of course at the end of A Girl Worth Fighting For, when like the whole movie completely shifts in tone and becomes less of a musical and more about war and the horrors and tragedy of that.
I'm gonna give it a no cry.
What?
Yes, I cry.
Where am I gonna cry? It's just good.
All the places I just listed.
Yeah, I know.
You monster.
And more.
It's just good. I just like it.
You stress
Like-
me out with how little you cry.
Oh my
I know.
god.
You need to cry more. Find yourself.
Dude, I already have. FYI, my crying is robots and dogs. If it's a dog
dogs.
or a robot,
You didn't cry at Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, come on.
I did. When they take him to the forest.
Okay, well, that's the
Nothing
fox.
about the dog, because, I mean, like...
That's a fox. You don't cry about
he-
the dog. The dog
he
almost
lives.
dies.
Yeah, but the mean one, the one that I don't like...
It's still sad.
Yeah, screw
because
him.
it's the other dog's friend.
Screw him! Copper can
Okay.
do better. So, Mulan.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah. Well, where?
The Reflection song, when she finds out her dad's gotta go to war, when they find out she's gone,
Mm-hmm.
and then the part where he finds out his dad died.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of cry when they figure out she's a woman.
Yeah, that part is really
woman.
sad.
woman!
Alright, I will give you guys this. My most emotional part is when they're breaking into the temple and our 3 guy dudes are all dressed in drag and they all whip out their scarves and they climb the thing together. That's awesome.
Disney
cry
loves
about
some
that?
good drag.
Yeah, man. I said get emotional
You cry.
because
Don't lie.
I
Drag shows
want
make 'em cry,
3
we can't
buff
help it.
drag
Robert
dudes to
saying
climb
he
with
gets
me.
emotional, it just means he cries.
Number 37 on our list, 1999, right before the turn of the century, right? Yeah. Tarzan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I cried any particular point of, like, the content of the movie, but the soundtrack, Phil Collins didn't have to go that hard. Like, I cried so hard
You
listening
went
to the
hard, bro.
soundtrack.
He did that for us.
Yes, cry. Not as a kid when I watched it later, when he decides to go be with humans and his ape mom cries when he comes out in the suit and he's like, "You'll always be my mother though." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, man. It's your mama."
I love my mama.
Yeah, that part fucks my world up.
Yeah, I cry at the beginning, like the whole fire, scary, like sinking boat fire scene. I don't know, the like, I like cry because I'm scared, and I'm like, oh my god, they lived. And then the part where she like finds him in the treehouse, and like you see his dead parents on the floor, and there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. That
Yeah,
movie has
that's
blood in it
pretty
too, right?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's like bloody paw prints on the floor.
It's messed up.
And then, you know, the scene where the "You'll Be in My Heart" scene.
You'll be in my heart.
No matter what they say. Alright, now let's go. Oh wow, that came out like literally at the turn of the year 2000.
They were ready.
Number 38, Fantasia 2000.
I was so excited for this movie as a kid because Fantasia was my jam. Like, I watched it every day.
And then you went, gross.
Well, this one, like, it wasn't nearly as moving. The stories were not as good. It's still a good movie. I didn't cry in it.
Never saw it, so didn't cry.
I did not cry at this one because I did not see it.
Well-
I saw it as an adult, though, and I do love it, but it doesn't make me cry. I just love it because music, and it's pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 39. This is one not many people have seen, and I love this movie. But this came out also in 2000. This is Dinosaur.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, so it's a CG dinosaur movie, and it still looks good 19 years later. It's
Really?
so cool looking. Yeah, it
Yes,
looks great.
It aged very well.
So they used real backgrounds and only put the digital animals in, so they spent all their time only working on them, not all the backgrounds and stuff,
Nice.
right? So, like, when they're walking on stuff, like, that's real rocks that are being moved, so it just looks really good. I'll give it a cry.
Really?
I'll say when, so, like, it's when the meteor hits Earth that, like, kills the dinosaurs.
Yes.
Oh, God, it shows a lot?
And they,
Yeah.
yeah, and they get separated from their family.
And the lemurs that, like, raised this one dinosaur, they realize that all the lemurs left on their island are, like, burning alive and dying.
Oh, my God.
And they,
Yeah.
like, call out to them, but no one responds. That
Oh.
part's really, really sad.
Ugh, it's just heart-wrenching.
All right, we will go
No
ahead
one
and...
talks about that movie. That's why.
Yeah, I know. It's really good. We're going to hit number 40, also in 2000. That was a busy year. The Emperor's New Groove.
Excellent movie, no cry.
yeah, it's a super good movie. Definitely no cry.
Yeah, one of my favorites, but I don't really cry in that one.
Easy movie. All right, number 41. In 2001, we have Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Good movie,
This movie.
no cry.
I was never a really big fan of this one. I think I've seen it once,
Yeah.
honestly. But yeah, no cry.
I do cry in this one. When the, like, crystal thing takes over her, and they can't figure out why, and then when the dad dies.
Fair enough.
Oh, and when at the beginning when the mom gets taken away.
Yeah. All right, number 42, Lilo and Stitch, which came out in 2002. Kelsey.
Okay, so if the words Ohana means family doesn't just make you well up, I don't think you're human.
Exactly.
I'm going to give this one a no cry, Kelsey.
Robert, I need you to go to therapy, okay?
I really didn't like this movie very
What?
much. I
Oh my
don't
God.
like this movie.
Friendship over. You don't
It's
like
okay.
Lilo and Stitch?
I don't know. It's just okay. I've
Nani
grown
gives
to
up
like it more.
so much for Lilo. I'm like, oh, I'm aggressive right now. I'm like posturing. I'm ready to
Squaring
fight.
up. Squaring up for you.
They hate it when you puff up.
I just,
Yeah, no.
I don't know
Not
why you
Disney.
don't cry during this one.
I know. I like cool. He decided to be good and save them. Cool.
But like, there's a whole
not
family
gonna cry.
dynamic that like, you know, he's adopted into this broken family. Their
Yeah.
parents are dead. The older sister has to raise the younger sister. The younger sister is bullied at school by all these evil little girls. She doesn't fit in.
Wah.
Where?
Yeah, I definitely cry for this one because I kind of relate to Lilo, and I kind of have the same dynamic with my sister. Our parents aren't dead or anything, but my sister basically raised me, and even though she hates this movie, it still makes me think of her because, you know, she's my nanny.
Aw.
Okay. Number 43, also in 2002, I think the much underrated Treasure Planet.
No
Have
cry.
you seen this?
I've seen
What?
it.
Okay.
How do you not cry?
I mean, it was an okay movie. I wasn't super into this one.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you go because I think I'm the big crier for this one.
We both just weep when we see this movie because it's so sad.
Alright, dude, are you ready? It's when the spider dude kills the rock guy, right? He lets that guy fall off the boat. And then the kid starts to doubt himself that he's worth anything. And this evil pirate dude is there solely to get this treasure. And he's watching this kid struggle with something that he knows he didn't fuck up on. And the kid's beating himself up on it. And he straight rips that kid around and starts telling him how awesome he is. And he's like, you're gonna rattle the stars. You shine so bright. People are gonna see you from like across the galaxy. And I hope that I'm there just to bask in the glow one day. And he gives him this pep talk for the ages, man.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
And he's an
say
evil
that to
pirate.
me.
He's an evil pirate, and he's still like
He's so good though.
the dad. It gives him the dad talk.
Yeah, and he helps turn that kid's life all around, and that kid lets him go so he doesn't go to jail, but never gets to see him again. This guy that, like, put him on the right track. Kills me, man. Fucking
Yeah.
kills me.
Yeah, the part where the captain, is he a captain? Not the captain.
No.
The
The rock dude?
assistant captain.
Co-captain?
Co-captain, yeah. Yeah, when he dies, and then the song,
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole song.
Yeah, that song's dope.
The scene where it shows like his past and like
And his dad walking out
leaving.
on him and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I relate.
Okay, what's Disney got against parents? Like, they either die,
I know.
walk out.
Well, a lot of the moms that aren't in the Disney movies are because, well, Disney's mom died at a young age, so he doesn't like to animate moms.
Yeah.
I think it's like also a big part of like trying to teach children the concept of loss
Yeah.
through a medium that they can understand, because like, I don't know if you ever had a 4-year-old ask you like, what's death, but like, it's the most jarring experience.
Oh yeah.
Where is my parent coming home, please?
Why? What is? Where's my goldfish?
Dude, okay. Totally unrelated. But speaking to that, in Full Metal Alchemist, which I don't think you've ever watched, right, Kelsey?
I have not.
Okay. This one guy dies in the show, and it's the saddest thing ever. And they're at the funeral, and his daughter's like, "Why are you putting him in the ground? He has to go to work tomorrow, Mom!
Oh, God.
He has to go to work tomorrow!" And, like, she's throwing this fit, and it rips your heart out, man.
Oh.
Yeah, stop talking about
It's
that.
so bad. Moving on.
Okay.
Number 44, 2003, one of the weaker years, Brother Bear.
Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people have seen this movie. I know that it was one that I never really got around to until one day in college. I was extremely hungover and extremely emotional. And it was
hungover
The
cry.
perfect combination for a Disney movie.
it was on the Disney Channel, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this. I've never seen
cried
it.
hungover.
Oh God, dude, I don't even remember the plot of this movie. I may have been still drunk. I don't know, but it's just I was feeling the bears. I was very spiritual. I cried a lot.
Well, it is a very spiritual movie.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, did not like it. Watched it again with Taylor, and
That's one of my favorites. I love Brother Bear.
yeah,
that
dude,
was one of the...
I'm gonna give it a cry when, like, he comes to terms with his brother's spirit and all that shit, or when the little bear finds out you're the one that killed my mom, I can't be friend anymore, and walks away from him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I cry when the big brother dies, when the mom bear dies, at the end...
Everybody
when
fucking
they...
dies.
Yeah, when everybody dies, and then at the end, when they see their spirits, and you see little Coda go up to his mama's spirit, and they hug, and then when the brother sees Sidka, and...
Dude, you even remember fucking names.
Yeah.
Like, you're so into this.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, don't fuck with me and my Disney knowledge.
Number 45, 2004. This is one I think nobody has seen.
Yeah.
Home
I've not
on the
seen
Range.
this. Nope.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Okay. I've seen it, and it's good, but definitely no cry.
Yeah, no crying.
But I
It's
do
good.
quote Cuba Gooding Jr. as that horse, "Looking so bad, kiss myself." All the time. So funny. That's just a funny one.
Yeah.
Number 46, 2005, Chicken Little.
I didn't see this
Honestly,
one.
I didn't know that was Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Disney either.
I
thought it
just
was
remember
DreamWorks.
really, really liking it. I don't think I cried, though. Did you cry?
I don't think so, no.
No cry, but good.
Yes,
All
very
right.
good, but no crying.
Now,
Yeah, the next one, though...
number 47. In
Can we just skip
2007,
that one?
one of the best years for movies, one of the best years ever to happen in the history of time, even though other bad things happened. 2007, Meet the Robinsons.
You're
Kelsey,
gonna
have
be
you-
mad at me.
Have you seen this movie?
I have not seen this movie.
Well,
I don't want you to watch
yeah,
this
don't
movie
watch it.
What?
because you will cry your heart out.
Yeah,
Oh.
just... You'll break. It'll break you.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have multiple?
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with the one. The yes cry, like alright. Most of them it's like the whole one tear thing.
Yeah.
This is like a sob. Straight up sob. The end
Yeah,
of this movie.
When Robert cries, it's just one manly tear. that
This is
falls
full
down
fire
his-
hydrant eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. The end of this movie, I go full on SpongeBob, like
The-
cry into a cup, drink it down, cry into a cup, drink it down. When he gets adopted and the whole build up of him becoming who he's gonna be and the song they play, fucking one of the best pieces of any movie ever made. It rips your heart out.
Yes.
So good.
This movie makes me like anime cry. Like,
Yeah, dude. Dude, like we're gonna watch this with you, Kelsey. We're gonna bring
we
you
need to have,
over
like, a
here and
movie
watch
night
this.
and have that because we need to like cry together.
I'm scared.
It's so good. Like it's the weirdest movie, but it's so good. Moving on, we're gonna go to number 48. In 2008, Bolt.
Okay.
Bolt
You
the
remember-
Wonder Dog.
You remember how I said that I cry when anything bad happens to a dog?
Yes.
Okay, so, oh my god, after they, like, fade to black, when he's, like, dying of
In
smoke
the Inferno?
inhalation. Yes. So what the fuck was that? I'm like, is that the end of the movie?
Yeah, dude.
I was
That
so
part,
upset.
I'm 100% with you. When he goes to save his human in a fucking fiery building and goes, there's no hope, so I'll just die here with you.
Oh my god, it's.
I was like, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. I already know your feelings.
Yeah, you all are gonna not like me.
Did you not cry?
I really don't like that movie.
Because John Travolta's the voice, and she goes, that doesn't fit on a dog.
I hate it. Hate it so much. The only thing I like about that movie is that hamster and
Oh
his
my
little
God.
like ball of terror.
I love Bold. I quote that movie to this day still. In the opening scene, the cat dude is like, you're beginning to irk me, Professor. I am irked. I say that shit to people, and they're like, what, weirdo? Number 49, 2009. The Princess and the Frog.
I have not seen this one. I know that I should.
It is not one of my favorites.
Really?
I think it's a little weird. I think it was a beginning of a good turnaround for Disney, because, like, I mean, they had stuff like Home on the Range and stuff. And while it's good, it's not like Aladdin and Hercules good, right?
Yeah.
This one started to come back to that level, but it was still, like, it was in that weird stage where, like, they didn't know how weird to be funny
Okay.
without being too weird. But yes, I cry, and it's when they kill Ramon. Isn't that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they kill somebody in this movie, which is what brought me back to Disney, because I was like, oh, they're like pulling out stops again, and that part is
What,
so
the dog
sad.
and the fire wasn't enough for you?
I honestly didn't know that was Disney when that one came out, because it was like CG, so
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that's like someone else. What about you?
Yes, I do cry. I cry when he kills Ramon, and then when he becomes the other star.
Well, but that's in the same part.
I know.
All right, so dude, this firefly. So he's a firefly, right?
Uh huh.
He has, like a light butt,
Yeah.
right? Well, he thinks that at night, when this one light burns in the sky, that it's another firefly, and that's his love,
And
Aw.
it's the North Star.
right? So he goes, she only comes out at night, and that's when I light up too, like we light up for each other at night, right?
This is sweet.
And when they kill him, this guy steps on him because
And
he's a bug.
You hear the crunch.
Ah.
It's so
He's-
devastating.
He's a bug, and this guy just goes, ew, and stomps on him like Men in Black style,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
right? And then they talk to him as he dies,
Oh no.
Yeah.
And when he dies-
they put him in a little leaf and like put the leaf in the water and it like floats down the river.
They give him a little Viking funeral.
And,
Yeah.
and like his little light goes out.
Oh my god.
and
then
then,
when the
dude,
light goes
you
out-
need to calm down.
I know. When the light goes out, he becomes a star. And
Oh.
then there's like the two stars in the sky.
Ah.
Ah.
It's really good. That scene's pretty dope. Okay,
I need to stop talking
All right.
about it because I'm getting emotional.
we're done with Princess and the Frog.
Okay.
Okay, now on to a big 50. We're so close to the end here, people.
Yes.
Number 50, 2010, from the newer set of Disney movies, from almost all Disney movies, probably one of my all-time favorites, Tangled.
Yes.
Tangled's
One
a
of the
bomb!
best Disney movies.
It is a really good movie. I did not cry during this one.
Okay, super fucking mega cry, dude. Super fucking mega cry when she's like, just heal him and I'll follow you wherever you want to go. I'll do whatever you want. And he cuts her hair and died. And then she's all, you were my dream. And I'm like, fuck! Wrecks me, dude. I get destroyed at that part.
Yeah, that part like breaks me, and then I like cry a little bit at the end when she gets reunited with her parents.
That's pretty good. Oh, but I'm the monster, Kelsey. You can't
Sorry,
cry
her haircut
at this
didn't
guy
make me
dying.
cry.
You were like, that beautiful hair, damn it.
That's how I feel every time I get my hair cut.
All right, number 51 in 2011, we have just Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I haven't seen it because I know that it's going to probably make me cry an embarrassing amount, so...
Uh-huh. I thought this one was like way more funny. I don't think this one's very sad. I did not cry in this one that I remember.
Is that the one where it has the scene and he's
This
like,
is
you not?
I cannot not.
Okay.
So you cannot? I cannot. So you cannot not. Yeah, that's that one. This movie's just funny.
Yeah, I didn't cry.
It's good though.
The like live action Winnie the Pooh though.
Christopher Robin.
Oh yeah, Christopher Robin.
That movie's fucked up.
So cry.
Did you see that, Kelsey?
No, again, because it's going to make me cry too much.
Okay. Dude.
I, like, literally, Winnie the Pooh will execute me on sight if I see him. I can't go near Winnie the Pooh.
Hang on.
It's a meltdown situation.
Here's what I need you to think about for the rest of your life about that movie. You ready?
Okay.
Christopher Robin goes to school and is sent to, like, military school, right?
What?
And then the opening montage for the movie saying, like, who's in the movie, it's him during World War II.
He kills people!
Bro.
Christopher Robin has to come home.
With PTSD?
Winnie the Pooh
and he looks Winnie the Pooh in the eye.
Hey, you want to, like, go frolic? And he's like, I've seen people die, Pooh.
You went super Mickey Mouse for that.
Want to go frolic with me?
Mickey the Pooh.
Mickey the Pooh.
Mickey the Pooh. So, I just need you to think about the fact that Christopher Robin has to think that he has to hide that people died in his vision
Jesus
to Winnie
Christ.
the Pooh. Just
I don't...
keep that in your mind.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, number 52, 2012, The Beautiful Wreck-It Ralph.
I
Kelsey.
love this movie. I don't recall crying when I saw it.
I am going to have to give this 2 cries.
Yeah.
What?
One, when he breaks her cart.
Yeah,
Like,
that is pretty sad.
fuck
actually.
that shit.
He destroys her cart, and it destroyed my heart.
And then, when he goes to bust through Soda Pop Mountain,
Yeah.
and he's falling with her medal, saying the whole
God.
speech,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
I'm
I
not
forgot
good,
about that.
but that's not bad. Just because I'm bad doesn't make me a bad guy, and all that shit.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Well, and then at the very end, when it's like, after all the shit's happened, and he's like, I have a good life now, and I get to see her once a day, and
And
if
I
that
mean-
little kid likes me, then
I can't be
I
too
can't
bad,
be
right?
that bad.
Fuck that, dude. Ah!
They're so good!
I love them. They're so beautiful. Okay. Number 53. In 2013, they have a whole, like, system going here. Frozen. Kelsey.
I fucking hate this movie.
I fucking hate this movie.
Yeah, I don't like Frozen.
Good. Okay, we're
But-
not gonna have a fight about this one.
But it has the single greatest scene of any Disney movie ever made.
What scene?
Anna's dying. She's so frozen, and she comes for her kiss. And she's like, kiss me, dude, kiss me. And he leans in and goes, oh, Anna, if only there were someone that loved you. And lets her die. He's the best. He's my
No.
favorite part of that movie.
Oh my god, I hated that whole movie.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But Let It Go, it's a pretty bomb song.
I've heard
I
it
have
enough.
to say, as much as I didn't like the first Frozen, I am kind of really intrigued by Frozen 2.
Yeah, the preview
The preview
looks
for that
dope.
looks
She's
so
training out in the
awesome.
ocean like fucking Rocky. Their little
I
sandals.
know!
Like, hell yeah.
Like, it's gonna be good. Number 54, 2014, Big Hero 6.
Okay. I haven't seen this movie because, like, I know the subject material and I know it's gonna really hurt me emotionally.
Okay. I don't want Taylor to punch me. But I can't honestly say that I have seen this all the way through 100%.
Okay.
Because the time that we watched it, I was so bored that
Oh, no.
I fell asleep during the big climax.
Oh, really? I heard this movie is, like, one of the Disney movies
Kelsey?
to watch.
Everybody loves this movie. I find it 100% boring.
What?
I, for some reason, cannot get behind this movie. And everyone loves it. And it weirds me out that one of the characters is literally just Rapunzel from Tangled, just in this movie as a different character. That bothers me too.
I don't love it, I guess, as much as other people do, but it does make me cry when the brother dies. And then
it's pretty early. It's not a big spoiler.
Yeah, it's like at the beginning. And then
it's a pretty dark movie, right?
And then the couple of scenes that follow where he's like trying to deal with his grief and how he doesn't have a brother anymore.
I really need to try to watch it again, because I know it's good, but I guess wasn't giving it a chance that day, you know?
Yeah.
So I really got to try to do that one again. Number 55, 2016. We saw this movie back-to-back days. We went and saw it when it opened and went the very next day to see it again.
Oh, man.
Because we love it so much. Zootopia.
Yeah, this movie is super good. I definitely cried. Just the whole, like, it's a really thematic movie. It's all about, like, racism and classism within animal systems. And
yeah.
It came out in 2016. It was a pretty heavy time for America. So, yeah, I cried.
Definitely cry. Pretty much only at when she figures out what the flower is and runs back to Nick and like, help me. And then she does her little speech like, you can hate me, you don't have to be my friend, but just fucking help me because we gotta save the world. And then she cries, and that part gets me.
Yeah, that I made it through the whole movie without crying. And then until that part where she's like crying about, I'm just a dumb bunny.
That part's pretty hardcore. That's a heavy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll say when they do the cure and the otter dude gets back with his wife.
The Ottertons are reunited.
Yeah. That part's pretty cute. Alright. You guys have been sticking with us a long time. We have 2 more. And then we will release you into the wild to watch all these movies because you know you should.
And then you can go cry.
And then you can go cry. Number 56 in 2016, Moana.
I still haven't seen this one.
So,
I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I watched the song that the crab sings, "Shining," and it made me cry because David Bowie died right that year, and that song is very David Bowie.
Yeah. Yeah. So the guy that sang that character's part was like, oh yeah, he was one of my all-time favorite people. Like, how was I not gonna do a tribute to him in a movie right after?
So upsetting.
So he based the whole thing around that sound and everything. Like, he just loved him and wanted to put that in there.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful song.
Definitely cry when Grandma dies, and then I get emotional when she comes to terms with who she is, and she belts out that note that she is Moana. That part wrecks me. I don't cry, but I'm just like, yeah, it's so cool. But when her grandma dies, yeah, that one hurts.
Yeah, I definitely cried for this movie because, especially hard for the grandma dying because my grandma died that year.
Oh, no.
The month before the movie came out. So that whole scene when,
literally, I just look at her like, are you going to die in here right now?
I almost had to leave because I was sobbing so hard. It just broke me.
Yeah,
that one just kind of hit close to home.
But that's it? Just the grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Last one on this list. The latest Walt Disney Animation Studios theatrically released numbered film at number 57 in 2018, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
It breaks my heart.
I hate this movie.
Oh my god, really?
I did not like it at all.
I'm hearing that from a few people. I think it hit me particularly because I was going through a really bad time in a friendship, and that movie is all about how friends just grow apart sometimes, and I was just yeah man, sometimes they do. Just it was rough.
Yeah, I didn't really cry much for this movie. I was super stoked to see it, but
Yeah, we were very excited.
yeah, it was kind of a letdown, I have to say.
You didn't even like the scene with all the Disney princesses?
I mean, like it, but
Yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
gonna cry
I
in it.
liked
Yeah, it's nothing to
but-
cry about. It's just, it's
Yeah.
a good. I like it.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good message. It's a good progression because he was so lonely that he probably would get super needy and attached to the first person that likes him.
Yeah.
You know? But I guess where the story resonated with you, it didn't really hit that hard for me.
Okay.
I was like, okay, like, now she's not even going to be around you, which is even worse. She's going to go to stupid Slaughter Race. Like, fuck that game.
I love Slaughter Race.
I liked it for how many memes were crammed into that movie.
Man, they just stuffed him in there.
And I loved the Frozen 2 trailer at the end of the movie. Have you seen that part?
I don't think so.
Alright, so you wait through the whole credits, and then it goes, and now a sneak peek to Frozen 2, and everybody was so excited! And then Wreck-It Ralph comes out and goes, never gonna give you up!
Yep.
And does the fucking Rickroll,
I
and
do remember that part.
died laughing so hard.
I felt like anytime they would get, like, serious and, like, kind of make it sad and emotional, they would, like, immediately take it away with something comical.
Yeah.
So,
Like they wouldn't let you revel in something.
yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me be sad, so...
Yeah.
I don't need permission to be sad.
We went through the entire list.
We did it!
High fives all around.
Whee!
If you stuck around, you must really like Disney movies.
Or us.
And us.
Or us, yeah. Whichever. Tomato, potato. Please tell your friends about us. Help us grow this audience. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. We release weekly, every goddamn Monday.
Everyone.
I got a message this morning on a Monday of someone going, "Where's my episode?" And I went, it went up. You should just try to download it again. They went, "Oh, I got it. Never mind." So
It's
we
there,
got some
just look.
people burning for these Mondays, but it's like it's there. Trust us. We're not gonna let you down.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna give you the runaround or hurt you. We're never gonna make you cry.
Keep going, man.
Never.
We don't need
Gonna
to go
say
through the
goodbye.
whole song.
If you have a second to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, please do so. That would help us so much. I think that's like the only real review area that even matters to podcasts, right?
Yes. So if you're looking to boost us in the ratings, looking to help us get new listeners, Apple Podcasts is the place to go. Give us a rating, give us a review, anything that gets us more visibility.
Please give us 5 stars and then your favorite Rick Astley line.
All right. You can find us and friend us on social media. We are at YMBToAP on Twitter and Instagram. That stands for You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook. You can also email us at ymbtoap@gmail.com. Tell us what your favorite Disney movie is, what makes you cry about Disney, whether you hate Disney.
Yeah, if you don't like it, tell us why. If you love Disney, which I think we 3 do, tell us why you love it so much. Like, what got you into it?
If you want to fight with us about a movie that you like that we didn't like, we want to hear it.
If you want to yell at me for being a emotionless robot, that's fine. I hear it all the time.
Our theme song is The Groom Maker Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube.
And as always, thank you for listening and tune in next time to get to the answer to that burning question. Why does Ramon have to die?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Let's get down to business
to
to
defeat
the Huns. Beautiful.